The opinions expressed on this program are solely those of the hosts and their guests, and may or may not be shared with the staff and management of this network.
Ghostly Talk!
Broadcasting from the world-famous Haunted Winery here in Warren, Michigan. This is Ghostly Talk on October 11th, 2009.
Ghostly Talk is independently produced every Sunday night from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time to converse about all things paranormal. For more info, go to www.ghostlytalk.com.
This is the shortest intro I've ever done, so I'm going to fill it by saying you look absolutely lovely in that turtleneck, Bonnie. Tonight, Jesus Christ. Tonight, we talk crop circles with Suzanne Taylor, and then we ask Dr. Alfred Adams if we are living in the end time.
First ever live sex on a paranormal show?
I think so, but it really wasn't all that entertaining. Speaking as one of the involved parties.
Evidently, it
when
was
the
better for one than it was.
over and over and over again, it's probably not a good thing.
Oh, this was a lesson. Yeah. I see.
Learn it. You'll probably be hearing it often.
Like I've been saying for years, the small truth is known all over the world about me and my endowment. Forget about it, dude. Forget about it. I'm not going to be with you tonight because I'm half asleep. Doug's going to be carrying the show. I'll be taking naps throughout the show, either on my bed or here. You'll hear my head just thump on the microphone. Or how would that actually sound?
Let's not try it. Oh, come
That's
on.
what it would sound like.
Actually. So you can hear that.
Down for the count again.
That's me taking a 10-minute nap. What's going on?
Well, I was leafing through, or I don't know what you do, but I was going through my DVR the other minute, because it was literally all day today. And I was looking at the schedule of events that were going to be recorded in the next week.
Yeah.
And I noticed one that I was particularly happy about.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Heroes on
Debbie does
Monday
Dallas?
night. No, Heroes on Monday night. No.
Doug does Dallas?
Been there, done that.
I heard there's a couple of different part one. Part
two.
Yeah.
Doug does Houston.
Doug does every state capital in the United States of America.
Doug gets around.
Yes, no, not those. Those aren't on cable.
I'm gonna try my psychic gift right now, and I'm gonna guess. Hold on. Extreme paranormal?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Oh my God, I'm psychic. See?
It's not tomorrow, or I guess the day that most people will listen to this episode is, because most people listen on the podcast. So most people will listen to this Monday and Tuesday, the 12th and 13th. Well, no, this is the following Monday.
October 19th.
October 19th.
At 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
On
Eastern
A&E.
Time.
Is there anything else I can add to that?
Program your DVR.
Apparently, Bonnie does Baltimore. What the heck?
When did you
See,
do
the
Baltimore?
chat rooms
I
are...
don't know. I don't think I've ever been. Oh, I have been to Baltimore.
Yes,
Never
you were.
mind.
Yeah.
I've been to Baltimore a couple
And
times.
we've heard about it.
You left Baltimore a happier, more smiling place, Bonnie.
Yeah.
You and your turtleneck just
Oh my God, with the turtleneck. I'm going to do the whole show in my bra if my turtleneck is mentioned one more time.
So we had, so I was very, very particularly proud of that because Extreme Paranormal, as you know, is a new show on A&E, premiering on the 19th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, starring, well, one of our absolute best friends in the entire universe, Mr. Sean Burris.
I love him.
The Ghost Man. Of course, it also has it also co-stars. I guess it's like 3 co-stars, right? Because they're equal in everything.
We've done all of them.
I have just last week.
I slept with all of them. Yes.
So have I.
Everyone
So
did.
have I.
So
We get around.
we do.
That's what Ghostly Talk does now. We have sex with all the people out there.
No,
We're going to be as nasty as we can now.
There's a difference between
toilet humor all day long.
that and sleeping with people. But we ended I'm sorry. So it's also got the absolutely freakishly hilarious.
Jason Gowan.
Yes, Jason
I love him.
Gowan.
I want to have his children.
And then, of course, Nathan Unpronounceable. Remember?
Forever.
I mean, the very first mention of Nathan on the show was I just could not remember his last name, but I could picture it in my head because we met him at the the thing in Virginia. I don't remember.
CPRI conference.
CPRI, yes.
How do you remember all that?
I have no idea.
Schedule all of it.
We've been to like 80 million of them now.
I know, but it was like years ago.
And I could picture his name tag, and I remember it said Nathan, of course, and then it had his last name, which is actually Schoonover, right?
Schoonover.
Yes, and I just could not remember it in that moment because, of course, we're talking about him. I hadn't prepared, and I'm like, unpronounceable, boom, and ever since then he's been Nathan Unpronounceable to me. But and he, Nathan's in it. What a dynamic trio! I cannot wait. I am really, really geeked for this world premiere. Well, A&E premiere. I don't know if A&E goes through the world, does it? I have no idea. My world premiere, my universe premiere.
I'm gonna rescind my comments about A&E this segment of the show.
Well, okay, I have to.
You don't have to hold anything back.
I have to
okay
also reference because
it's 2-on-1. I'm gonna get shredded here.
No, it's not. We've gotten down pretty hard on paranormal TV
because it sucks. Okay.
Because it sucks. Yeah.
And I think I'll tell you right now, I'll be frank about this whole thing when it comes to the shows and stuff like that. Gowan and Nathan and Sean are really good friends of ours. We've known them for a number of years, and I know we've all had conversations on this thing. At least I have. Okay. Yep. And I'm not going to be the type of person to go, well, they're my friends, so it's okay now. And I've told them that, and it's out of respect that I've said that. Hey, good, 10 points to them. That's really cool. They're doing that. But I'll check it out. I will.
Yeah,
I'm going to totally check it out. Will. But I've had personal conversations and said, hey, well, guys, you got to know how I feel about it. You know what I mean? And this is my honest thing. And it doesn't mean you're bad people. I think you guys are great. But, I mean, my opinion, and I'm going to stand by what, and I'm not saying you're not standing by what you said or you haven't stand by what you said either, Bonnie. I'm just saying this is from my point of view. I've had my conversations with them, and I'm like, just so you know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, good luck to them, though.
I stick to the stance that the paranormal TV that is out there right now sucks. And I'm not saying that Extreme Paranormal is going to be any better. However, it is my friends, and I am happy for them, and I will support them
100%. And that's why I'm not – this is a very touchy thing, I know. And I do support them. I really do. But, I still have what we've been talking about here for the last couple of years on this show. And, I mean – I still have to stand by that. I mean, because I believe that. I mean, do you guys follow what I'm saying?
Yep.
Well, it is my fervent hope that TV audiences can look at shows like Extreme Paranormal and get that thrill in
from an entertainment standpoint,
the pit of their stomachs or running up and down their spines or whatever thrill you get from having a hobby as incredible as this. right?
Oh, yeah.
I hope that they can get a little bit of just an inkling of that thrill that you get when you're out there actually ghost hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what I'm hoping. I hope that Hollywood or whoever, wherever they start this stuff, gets it right.
And I will enjoy
it maybe someday they will.
Friends, period.
No, yeah, and that's totally cool, and that's the thing. It's why it's a weird thing, and I do support those guys.
Because anything that makes Jason Gowan scream like a little girl is good for me.
Oh, me too.
So if he screams like a little girl once, I'm going to be happy.
I still want to tell him another story about B. Arthur and Chip Coffee.
Yeah, because, wow. And I want to take him back to Whispers Estates so Scott can scare the crap out of him again.
Yeah, that was... Boy, I took crap for that, too. I remember I put that up on YouTube just to goof, and somebody actually emailed me and said, very unprofessional, Scott, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm like...
what don't we do that we shouldn't be ashamed of? I mean,
really.
First of all, douchebag. It was totally unplanned. It was an accident, right? The camera was there. I was sitting in the corner quietly doing my professional ghost hunting. And Gowan just happened to walk in accidentally and got the crap scared out of him, and the camera just happened to be right on him. It was a total fluke, but it was funny. That's the kind of stuff that happens when you're out there every once in a while. And everybody was on edge anyways that night from that place, so it was like, it's just a thing. So...
And it is, and as far as professionals goes, everybody knows that after the show, we always go out and we try to save at least 2 kittens.
I need more of those.
We try to save at least 2 kittens from trees.
I do not try to save anyone, help anyone, do anything.
No, I'm done with that crap. I've been done with that for a while.
All right, we don't do that really.
Yeah, Doug, don't hold. Nice try.
I try to be as unprofessional as possible, and apparently a whore. That's how I roll.
Now you have to say the word whore about 400 more times throughout the show now.
Oh, well.
We should do a new opener that goes whore, 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 endlessly talking. Whore, 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 ghostly talk.
With Amy.
With Amy.
With Amy. Amy. Good evening. It's the Scott L. Show here with whore number 1. Whore number 2.
Oh, we have to do that the next time it's me.
And I'll even do the crappy radio voice, too.
If we did sketch comedy, we could totally do...
I'll do the crappy radio voice and everything.
We could totally do sketch comedy now.
Hey, we're going to be listening to...
Oh, God.
Here on Ghostly Talk. See, my voice is shot out again, so I can work all those cool voices.
Oh, this is bad.
I can't do it with a regular voice. I have a voice like a girl. Let's forget it. But.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
We were talking about extreme paranormal. Sorry, didn't mean to disrail that.
Yeah, this is so bad. I heard that the Futon Critic. The Futon Critic is evidently some website out there in the world. The Futon Critic has reviewed Extreme Paranormal. And it got 3.5 stars out of 5, which is, and it said check it out. Like that was the recommendation, which is interesting in that the Futon Critic is usually pretty difficult, from what I understand.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact,
he's not a Futon critic. He criticizes from a futon.
Right, exactly.
Or he's a critic from a futon.
Right, okay, he or she. I don't know, but I do know that.
I thought he was an actual Futon critic. I'm like, you need to get a life, my friend.
This is not the best futon I've ever
seen. It was firm. Like any futon is.
It was firm, like my nun teacher.
But the scent of the stuffing was more. It had a very nice cornucopia of scent and smell, like lilacs and lavender.
Oh my God! What did he say?
Oh, so he said to check it out, and it's 3.5 stars. And what he had said about the one that started it all.
This is what you guys do to me when I'm trying to tell a story. So
I know, but it's funny when Doug and I do it.
So it's hilarious when I do it.
I mean, if you're going to do it, make it funny.
Or quick.
Okay.
Anyway.
Hey, he's good at quick.
Yes, he is. So
see, that's funny.
Keep talking.
He had only given the show that started it all. It started the mad rush to TV, Ghost Hunters, right? He had given that 3 stars.
Okay, the only thing I can say, anyone that did not see South Park this week absolutely needs to.
Well, I was going to try and
Ghost
segue.
Hunters got called the gayest show ever.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I was going to try and segue into South Park.
I have not seen this.
It made my nipples hard. I was so happy watching that episode.
And I've heard things. I heard
not
rumbling.
If it's not up by Tuesday night, come over for Bear Night.
Yeah.
and I can show it to you because I believe I
watched it online. I couldn't.
So it is online.
Let me look here because it might be on.
Well, I went to like Fancast or Hulu or one of those.
Yeah.
And it had it on there.
It was. Awesome. Freaking
hilarious.
It was amazing.
I'm wondering, I watch them on the website now. Dead Celebrities.
Dead Celebrities is the name of the episode.
It's available. Now,
it is. You have to watch it. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I loved it.
All right. Did it make you get onto the ground and curl up in a ball?
It did not as much as Eat, Pray, Queef did.
Yeah. Eat, Pray, Queef was a classic episode because I'm like, yeah, it was okay. And she's like, is it on your on-demand? And I'm like, yeah, so like, we should have been in bed hours ago, right? But
not together.
Not together. Although, well, never mind.
What
anyway,
makes me mad? Go ahead.
I put it on, and by the middle or toward the end of the episode, she was literally on the floor.
On all fours.
On all fours in the living room in like this fetal position kind of thing. She was laughing so hard. I had to pause it.
Doug actually shut it off and just sat there and watched me.
Yes, that was quite entertaining.
I got about $500 worth of South Park box sets.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what really kind of makes me mad now is that you can watch every single episode on the SouthParkStudios.com website.
Right.
On your computer.
Right.
And it's like, man, I have all these DVDs now.
Tell me about the difference in the experience between watching South Park on your computer versus watching it on your television.
You're really trying to fill time, aren't you?
No, I just
Can we turn that annoying noise off, though?
We're talking about the news here.
South Park is news?
Well, recent.
No, all I really cared about was that Jason and Grant pissed their pants. That was the funniest thing ever to me.
So Trey Parker and Matt Stone have torn into Ghost Hunters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
wow.
And then
you know you're in trouble when
I was
South Park,
scared to death when they cut from that scene, right, to they're sitting on their computer, and I'm thinking, oh, my God, I hope they don't go into the amateur broadcasting arena next because that would not be good.
Oh yeah, oh no, yeah.
But they didn't. They were just looking up how
oh God, that would be really scary if they were like, the whole ghost paranormal radio thing was targeted by South Park. If they're starting with TV, they're going to work down the ladder. You know what I mean? And we could be next. And I would actually, they could rip us to shreds, and I'd be like, man, Trey Parker and Matt Stone recognized us. That's pretty hysterical.
Well, I highly doubt they've ever heard of us.
Yeah, they don't.
But I do think
it's all hypothetical. It's more
but I do
fantasy.
think that it would be flattering to me to ever get reviewed in such.
Even if they said we were the gayest ghost hunting show on our paranormal show.
I would make a T-shirt.
I would
do that too. I heard too.
It would be awesome.
Dude,
it would be totally awesome. I'd be like, oh my God. Cartman said I was the gayest paranormal talk show ever.
Oh my!
I love it. Oh my God!
So yeah, I have to watch that.
Even
now.
if
I heard about
Butters said it, I would still wear the T-shirt. And Butters has got to be my least.
Butters gets a beating every show.
Yes,
that poor kid. Amber literally has like this thing with Butter where Butters where she's like, I feel so bad for that character. He's so cute, and they just abuse this kid every show. Something bad happens to him, and it always ends up being his fault. It's always his fault. He gets grounded.
Right.
Poor
he gets grounded for it no matter what.
So, all right, well, I'm going to have to definitely watch that. I heard rumblings of this.
Yeah.
And it's just, as you guys know, the week I've had, it's just been one from literally born and casted in iron from hell.
Yes, you have been.
So but I'm going to have a few minutes now after the show tonight, so I'll be able to watch that tonight. So I wish I would have watched it before, so I would have known what you guys were talking about.
Oh my God, it was hysterical.
I was sitting on the edge of my couch going, you can't see this, but I was making a, oh my gosh, what are they doing face. And it was amazing. I loved everything. I was smiling.
Oh my God, what was that?
Oh my God, what's that? I'm
pretty sure that's a car lighter. Oh my God, what is that? I'm pretty sure it's their TV.
That sounds familiar.
Yes, it does.
Have Trey Parker and Matt Stone been ghost hunting before?
I think they have. I think they've been ghost hunting with groups we've been with.
Yeah. Did you hear that? It's right there. There's nothing
Did you hear
there.
That?
There's nothing there. There's a wall there, my friend. No, it's right there. Take a picture. Okay, there's a bunch of dust in the picture now. What do you think?
Orbs.
Orbs. Orbs.
I see sparkles.
Oh, God. Blast from the past. I got to throw this out there, too. I brought this in here for a special reason. I think I mentioned before.
It's not here. From his pants, for those of you that are concerned.
Well, I wouldn't be able to get that through the door.
No, please.
So anyways, Amber and I were out shopping yesterday, and I think I may have mentioned this band on the show. I mean, maybe I can get them, talk to them and have, we'll play their stuff anyway. Who gives a crap? They ain't going to kill us if we play something every once in a while. But this is big Austrian death machine, and I know a lot of our listeners listen, they like music. And this is actually a project of a guy named Tim Lambesis. I think I'm going to pull the liner out. So oh, my God, the CD just fell out. I know.
It's a dual CD.
It's called Double Brutal. Double Brutal.
That's twice as brutal.
Tim Lambesis, yeah. He plays in a band.
Brutal.
It's
however, still less brutal than me.
No, it's at least triple brutal.
Tim plays in a band called As I Lie Dying, and I'm not really a big fan of that band, but this stuff is hysterical. Basically, this is the second album he's done, and basically, I guess he has this total obsession with Arnold Schwarzenegger and all of his goofy characters he's played over the years, like the Terminator and the Predator and stuff.
Right.
Predator. So he's written the second album where it's basically like the song titles, for example, are. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle, which is from Terminator 2. Right? He basically takes the stupidest lines that Arnold Schwarzenegger's ever said, and he turns them into songs.
Wow, that gives him a lot. Does he have one called It's Not a Tumor?
No, not yet. But you're probably giving him ideas right now.
That'll be a triple brute.
Well, here's an example.
Oh, we have an example.
Well, here's
Hello.
Hi, you've reached Tim Lambesis. I'm not here right now, so leave me a message.
Hello there. How are you? I was just thinking about Double Brutal and realized we need to get started writing songs now. Come meet me at the graphic arts classroom so we can practice.
Wait. Hello? Hello, who is this? You're not the real Arnold. I am the real Arnold.
No, you're not. You're my clone running around trying to be me.
Of course I'm the real Arnold, you idiot. I'm at Tim's house, standing right next to him when he answered the phone. I know you. I heard you being Mr. Funny Guy with your jokes and all that about, the gummy bear candy corn here and working out and your song titles. Well, it's not funny anymore.
That's what any good clone would say. Prove it. You sound like an old man.
Of course I sound older than you, you idiot. I'm 62 years old and totally angry. You sound like me when I was 18. I see Tim standing right over there. That girly man with his long hair and his colorful tattoos, right? Exactly.
There's only room for one. Then I'm the real Arnold.
Oh, stop it.
I'm the clown.
I will crush you.
You are nothing.
I will burn your eyes out with my stogie, you idiot.
Choir boy.
Come, hear me. Hear me now.
Some of the feature tracks on this album are...
That was awesome.
That actually sounds like phone calls between us.
It's simple. Here's one. It's simple. If it jiggles, it's fat. Now, there's an actual song. Okay, here we go.
Timmy, that last song was pretty good, but your voice sounds terrible. Yeah, you sound like Cookie Monster or a dying moose or something.
Arnold, I'm just trying to keep up with the latest heavy metal trends. What do you think I should do to sound more brutal?
Are you kidding me? All that stuff has been done before. Nothing is more brutal than... You want to hear that again? Huh? Hey, you want to hear that again?
What?
Well, whenever I forget the lyrics, I just go... like that, yeah. Trust me, it's going to catch on. Anyway, listen. If you're going to sound like Cookie Monster, then we might as well write a song about cookies.
You gotta hear this for a second. This is great. All right. And then we're done with this.
Go buy that now.
That is incredible.
I need it.
This is hysterical. Oh, breakdown. Everybody mosh.
Okay. Cookies down. The one's touching around this world. Wow, that song was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it. Okay, who is it, Daddy, and what is it do?
You already recorded that song on the last record.
No, you idiot. You don't understand me. Seriously, who is it, Daddy, and what does it do?
Well, I don't know that I explained. I mean, he works in advertising.
Come on, you idiot. Spit it out.
So this is just some fun stuff. I mean, he even says in the liner notes, he's like, he actually wrote, he's like, thanks for all the help over the years, with my other band As I Lay Dying and this stuff, and you guys have been able to help me make a living while I put myself through college. And he's like, just so you know, I just graduated with a degree in philosophy and religion. He's like, and normally I'm always in for a really intelligent conversation, but there is nothing on this album with any deep thought whatsoever. So enjoy it for what it is and don't look into it too much. It's hysterical, and the band's called Austrian Death Machine, and it's some fun stuff to check out, and. Semi-independent. I mean, they're on Metal Blade. And, it's an old school label, and they're a big independent now. But fun stuff to listen to. I just thought I'd throw it out there for some, the listeners who like the heavier stuff. This stuff's hysterical.
That I need a copy.
It's
of
fun.
That.
Well, it's a 2 CD thing. This isn't like a DVD. No, this is like another album full of music. It's actually got the second album's got a bunch of covers like from Judas Priest, Metallica, Motorhead, Iron Fist.
Awesome.
He took cover songs that applied to Arnold Schwarzenegger, like Terminator, Iron Fist.
Right.
And like Hell Bent for Leather, Judas Priest from Terminator 2.
Yeah.
He's like, and, he just kind of did all this goofy stuff, and he just did a bunch of cover songs also. I mean, it's just a total mess, but it's hilarious. So, sorry, I had to throw that out there. I was so geeked about buying this yesterday. And Amber and I listened to it like 3 times, and we were cracking up the whole way through. I mean, it's fun. It's just fun stuff to listen to. You need that every once in a while. So, all right. Want to talk about the Chicago Ghost Conference after we come back from break here.
Good idea.
Got a lot on our plates tonight, obviously. We're going to be talking to, and again, my memory is like totally fried right now, but Suzanne Taylor, we're going to be talking about crop circles with her. It's going to be really cool. She's got an independent movie out that she's done all on crop circles and stuff like that, and the whole phenomena.
Crop circles and then the end of the world.
Yeah, well, I
sounds like a very happy show.
Yeah, it's gonna be real uplifting. We hope you guys enjoy it. This is Ghostly Talk. I'm Scott L.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Bonnie this week.
Yay! Amy next week, right?
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this.
All right, listen up, everybody. I'm Dee Snyder from Twisted Sister. Yeah, you know me from Strangeland and the House of Hair and TV and Star the Stone Screen. And you're listening to Ghostly Talk. Know that.
What are we made of? Why do I get sick? How can I live a more balanced and whole life? These are just a few of the questions explored each week by naturopath, medical intuitive, and clairvoyant Dr. Rita Louise on Just Energy Radio. Explore your possibilities every Friday evening from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Join us at justenergyradio.com.
Halloween is coming fast, and so is the 2009 Phantom Con in Hickory, North Carolina, October 16th through the 18th. Phantom Con will be the only host of the 2009 Haunted Survivors Tour. Guests include Shannon Sylvia of Ghost Hunters International, Jeff Sylvia of Up for Discussion, Jan Pierce, Stephen LaChance, and Denise Jones of the Haunted Survivors Tour. Psychic medium to the stars, Lizzie Starr. Author and psychic Katie Boyd, and psychic investigator Jackie Carpenter. Also, Jason Gowan and Nathan Schoonover of the Ghostman and Demon Hunter Show. Tickets start at $20 for 1 day and $35 for the 2-day event, October 16th and 17th. There will also be an evening ghost hunt and a special Sunday event, October 18th, both with limited seating. Discover more about the paranormal and the 2009 Phantom Con at www.phantomcon.com.
I know a girl who likes ice cream cold. She didn't talk enough. She either was too fat or thin. So now she's gonna find someone who thinks she's just right. A dirt road superstar, good smile and good style, young at heart at his age. No parasites or tornadoes with a knife apart. You can almost feel it, feel the connection, no speculation, it is true. Damn, I've never seen you look this good. She wants a boyfriend. She wants a boyfriend. She wants someone to hold tight tonight. She wants someone to hold tight. She wants a boyfriend tonight.
Arroo! Hey, it's Wolfman Mac from Wolfman Mac's Nightmare Cinema. We're hanging out at the Haunted Winery here in Warren, Michigan with the good folks from Ghostly Talk. Ooh, this place is creepy, man, but nowhere near as creepy as Wolfman Mac's Nightmare Cinema. It's a haunted drive-in, babies. And you know what we do there? We host classic B horror and sci-fi movies, just like the ones you grew up with when you was a kid. And it's at Wolfman Mac's Nightmare Cinema right now, hosting on public access TV all over Metro Detroit. But guess what, kiddies? It's coming to you, and all you got to do is have a computer. Just go to Wolfman Mac's Nightmare Cinema. It's nightmarecinema.com. We'll be broadcasting the show real soon, right from the website. Stay tuned. It's Wolfman Mac, Nightmare Cinema.
Nightmare Cinema.
This is Ghostly Talk.
All right, let's put on a big smile and plow through this crap again.
Well, no one can see us.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't mean to smile for you.
Well,
you know I don't like you.
They say if you smile while you're talking on the phone, it projects a very, on the phone or any type of audio medium, it projects a very good attitude when you smile.
Since when do we care what people think about us?
Who are they?
Exactly, they're garbage. They're maggots and they're scum.
And why do we care? Really? I mean, really.
Really? Really?
I just want to say, for the record, I'm a great aunt again.
Yeah, congratulations.
My niece had the baby on Tuesday. It was only 21 hours of labor this time.
Wow.
Of which I massaged her for, I think, about 10.
Wow.
So, were you in there when she was, giving birth?
No. When she had the baby, my mom and my niece were in there.
Well, how are you massaging her? Are you
I was massaging her while she was in labor.
Well, what's the difference?
They do have a thing
there's
called
labor and then there's birth.
Yeah.
Oh. So, okay.
The labor's the pregnancy is the long part. And then comes, after that, the labor.
I'm proud to say I'm completely ignorant about this. So.
And then comes the birth, which is about,
You can be in labor for any
half
number
an hour
of hours.
terror.
What?
But for her first son, she was in labor for 29 hours.
Mm-hmm.
This time it was only 21 hours. And anyways, at 2:59 p.m. on Tuesday, Alexis Diane was born. She was 7 pounds, 5 ounces, 19 inches long, and she's absolutely beautiful. So congratulations, Jessie.
Yes, congratulations, Jessie. How many nieces do you have now?
That was a subject of
great. There goes that
question.
Okay.
I have 3 nieces, 3 nephews, 2 great nieces, and a great nephew.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm old.
You're not old.
Yeah, well, My nephew is...
Family of gerbils.
Yeah. we can't stop retting. It's just, we're horrible. But, like, my nephew's 26, my niece is 21, so, yeah, they're old enough to be doing that sort of thing.
Well, congratulations, Jessie. Very nice. Beautiful little girl, too. We saw the picture before the show.
Gorgeous, and I love her.
Beautiful little girl. I saw the picture before the show. Something we don't mention here on the show enough. We should.
Sex?
No. Someone, not something.
Oh.
Unless we know somebody named Sex.
I heard something. Sex? I would like to meet someone named Sex.
Hi, my name's Sex. I mean, there's no way that you could not sound cool. You'd have to sound cool.
First of all, it has an X in the name. It's just awesome to have an X in your name.
Yeah, people with X's in their names are always like these like weird, like, real exotic types.
Right.
My name is Zena. Zena. Or
I
actually have a relative named Exorine.
Exorine?
Exorine. Yeah, that's her name. Really pretty
different.
name. Yeah, Exorine, yeah. Really cool name. Yeah. So, anyway, no. I'm talking about Reap from Reap So Radio. We don't mention him.
Whatever.
We never mention this. We never mention
It's like talking about sex, isn't it?
Well,
Reap is sex.
I heard Reap is the sexer.
He is
the total sexer. So, yeah, Reap So Radio.
I think Reap, I think sex.
Yeah, right. We've been buddies with Reap and his wonderful show, Reap So Radio, for a long time. And if you haven't had a chance to listen to his show, Reap just gets on there, and we pride ourselves on trying to be as spontaneous as possible. But I mean, really, there are some there is a bit of planning put into it. There, we have guests, we plan, we do a few things.
Right.
Where Reap just gets in there and just rocks it out. I mean, and he just comes on there. And I don't know what to talk. Whatever. Don't smoke is bad for you. That's a cigarette, which cracks me up. That's like Reap will have you'll hear him click the lighter and he'll go, "Don't smoke is bad for you." It's like, but it's a great show. He covers paranormal stuff, but he kind of, he covers all kinds of stuff. I mean, he's got loads of archives to check out. You can go to Reap So Radio. It's REAPSOW radio.podomatic.com. That takes you right to the archives and stuff. You can set it up on your iPod or whatever. I don't have an iPod yet, so I don't know. But,
oh, my God.
I know. God, you don't have an iPod to plug into your hybrid car?
Oh, my God. Did Doug just say that?
Oh, my God. So, yeah, check him out, though. Reap's a really cool guy. And, yeah, we don't mention him as much as we should.
And Reap exudes sex, ladies.
He is the sexer.
You want to listen to him.
Reap is the sexer. Reap is
okay, it's creepy when you do it. That's all I'm saying.
You're gonna get clipped and put on his show every week.
I know they're gonna just shred me on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what Scott has to say about Reap. Reap is too sexy for himself. Too sexy for himself. Yeah, there you go.
He makes me want to touch
Clip it, ship it, stock it, send it over to Reap So Radio.
Improper ways.
Is there improper ways?
What? I missed that completely.
I said he makes me want to touch myself in improper ways.
I think improper is just using a spatula or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, like what? Like a fly swatter?
Yes, a fly swatter.
Frying pan?
You're like, I can't find
a garden gnome?
Yes. Wow.
A screwdriver.
Yeah, that would be improper. That sounds painful.
Well, just touch yourself with it, not like carve yourself.
Oh, I imagine if you pulled it out of the freezer.
You were told to stop cheating on Andy.
If you pulled the screwdriver out of the freezer.
Oh.
If you pulled it out of the freezer.
And then put your tongue on it. No, you put your tongue on it. It'll be stuck off, hanging off your tongue like a.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good look for work.
So how you doing this
morning? But for Friday night,
how was your weekend?
I got chunk off my tongue.
Chicago Ghost Conference. Yeah. Let's talk about that for a few minutes here.
Okay, it's all Scott.
It's all me.
It's all you.
Yeah, it's all me.
I didn't go.
God, do you want to go outside and smoke?
I apologize.
Because I got nothing here.
Well, we had a. Yeah, well, there was
I have to apologize because I had a
meltdown.
A nervous breakdown. I had a nervous breakdown weekend, and I needed to stay home.
Well, no, yeah, and you called me.
And I apologize.
We were on. No, and it was. I just told everybody that you were a giant prick and that you hated everybody there, and that you didn't want to come.
Well, that's pretty
because you thought you were better than everybody else.
Yes, yeah.
And they're like, that's cool.
I was busy being Amy and a whore.
No,
so.
the bottom line here, it's something we only got about 15 minutes here.
She did call me one day and said, I just got home. It was like 3 in the afternoon. I'm like, you just got home? Yes, I was out all night. Oh,
rock and roll.
My.
I am a grown-ass woman, and I can do that.
Yeah, no, nobody's knocking you for that. Well, some of our listeners want to tell you.
Well, yeah.
Piss on it. You know what? We're not going to be. We're not giving that any more airtime. We're done with that crap. I'm totally done with that.
She wasn't at my house.
No. This is the kind of time with the Chicago Ghost Conference because, I'm just kind of like going to put this out here right now because we've had talks about this in the last month or so, anyways, and basically. Now that I'm back to work now. Have we mentioned that? Yeah, I'm back, and they're killing me. They're killing me there, people. I'm taking a major beating.
I worked last night until 3 a.m.
Doug's been taking a beating for a while now, and he's maintaining, and he's still here, and he's doing the show.
It was very difficult.
And now I'm in the same boat now as Doug.
Yeah.
So there may be some things coming up here down the road.
Welcome to the Titanic.
Yeah, welcome to the Titanic, basically. I'm just keeping people in the know here. Doug couldn't make the conference because he just got worked so damn hard last week that he just couldn't do it. And I understand that because I've been there and I'm there right now. For example, I was up at 3 o'clock this morning.
You're still new to the whole process of being overworked and
being
underpaid.
Proactive right now about it though when it comes to the show.
So you were able to do things, and get it all together and still maintain some level of energy. Mm-hmm. I'm way beyond that. I just have no energy left.
Well, that's why I'm saying this right now, because if we get down the road here and, and we're going to keep everybody posted on this stuff, what's going on here, how things are going as far as, because, as much as we want to keep Ghostly Talk as a hobby, it does, get into our personal lives sometimes. And if it's too much, then we got to pull back a little bit, right? We've never pulled back.
We have to.
December. I was just going to say, but we maintained. We were able to plan that.
Yeah.
And roll out shows for December that were all taped.
Right.
But I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, we had 1 hour of new content on each show last December and 2 hours of tape.
Was that what it was?
Yes.
Oh, so we were totally lazy on that. I thought we were taped brand new shows.
I think it was 1 hour of new content every show.
Was it? Okay. Well, we still put.
And we had to work for 2 weeks to get those 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, to make them happen.
We had to spread that out over 2 weeks to actually get it done. But we knew the schedule at that point.
Yeah, we knew.
We knew
October. Right now, both of us are going into stuff professionally that, you're more into it than I am right now, but I'm going into something professionally that I don't know what's going to happen here. So we're going to keep you guys posted on this.
I think your schedule is actually going to be more up in the air than my schedule.
Completely. And that's the
even though we're on similar teams that do similar things.
Yeah.
Yours is much more unpredictable than mine because I pretty much have my environment under some semblance of control. Now that doesn't mean there aren't emergencies. There's often emergencies, but they're not, it's going to take up my entire Sunday night, but yours could be.
Yeah.
You really could have.
Well, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying right now. Stay tuned to this, guys. We'll keep you posted on what's going on. I can't really give, I don't really know what's going to happen, but there may be some weird stuff happening here in the future. By no means are we going to, are we saying, we're done, screw this thing, we're going to be rich now. No, it ain't like that. But,
we got jobs, we're done.
But please be patient. Please be patient with us as we kind of maybe have to make some adjustments here and there.
Yeah.
Or, we might have to pull a week. I don't know. It may happen, but we'll keep you guys posted on that. Now, that's what I thought, with the Chicago Ghost Conference, that happened to you. You got kicked hard, and you needed some time to yourself, which is totally cool. I managed to get out there with Amber and my buddy Pete. With a special guest this past weekend at the Chicago Ghost Conference, and we only got a few minutes to discuss it here, but really great time.
Much to the ladies of Chicago's delight. Because has Pete ever been to Chicago? He must.
No, yeah, he's been there before. Yeah, his sister lives there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Pete's sister Val lives there, and we'll get to that in a second too. Pete is the Silver Fox.
He
goes there and he handles business. Believe me. And we had a really great time. Really very well organized conference. Everybody, the theater was real nice. The Portage Theater, really big theater, real nice, big, huge theater, and the speakers. All around it was a really good time. It was just a fun weekend. The one thing I do want to point out Well, there was several cool people we got to hang out with, of course. First and foremost, 240 guys were there. Greg and Nick and Matt. And I'm completely forgetting names now. But Greg and Nick are we met Matt from Paranormal Interest Radio, who's a really cool guy, too. And we spent a lot of time with those guys. Lots of fun. Greg, I think Greg's even in the chat room still right now. So, yeah, it was my first time meeting Greg personally. We've talked a million times on the phone. And it was just, when we met, I was like, oh, my God, it's so great to meet you. But I feel like we know each other already. It isn't like we have to catch up. We know each other. This is totally cool. So we got to hang out with them. Jeff Alonso was there. Had a lot of fun talking with Jeff. It was really cool. I haven't seen Jeff in a real long time, so we hung out with him and had some fun.
He was upset I wasn't there.
Jeff was upset.
No one was molesting him.
Did he email you?
No. Amber told me.
Oh, yeah. But the one thing that was really interesting throughout the weekend, and I mean, by no means that this is like, oh, my God, look how great we are. It was really amazing. I don't know, maybe it was Chicago or maybe it was a conference. I don't know what it was, but a lot of people come up to me saying, you're Scott from Ghostly Talk, right? And I'm like, no. I got the wrong guy.
No, that must be someone else.
No, it meant a lot of people that listened to the show, which I didn't. I mean, and for real people, and people are like, oh, no, for real. It takes both of us, all of us, by surprise when somebody says, hey, I'm a fan of the show. It really kind of blows me away when people, to this day, people do that. And a lot of people came up and were like, hey, it's nice to meet you. I've been listening for like 5 years.
Wait till they hear the half hour we just did.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be, well, they were fans of the show.
Yeah.
They're like, I've been listening for 5 years. I've been listening for 4, 3, 2. I've been all over the board. I've been listening for, since you guys started. Oh, my God, it's really great to meet you. And it was just really cool.
I bet they know more trivia about us than we do.
Well, they
probably know more about me than you do.
Well, that's true. I didn't do very well on her little survey on the
whose survey
site.
Doug sucks. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you talking about these Facebook surveys?
Yes, there's these new
Doug sucks.
things, and I did really bad.
Oh, really?
I did not know the order of her tattoos. I didn't know how many nieces and great nieces and nephews and stuff she had. It was just terrible.
He knows nothing about me. It's horrible.
Well,
I said it was the rose tattoo, and that was not.
The thing I was talking to people about, that.
So anyone who's going to take that survey,
piss on the survey.
We're taking over again, Doug.
Yeah, I know. Suddenly.
Anyways,
because we weren't in Chicago,
we weren't in Chicago, so
random stuff out there.
This whole segment is
No. When I talked to these people that came up and were like, hey, listen to the show, which was Bill Konkoleski was there also. Man, what a cool guy.
And you're going to get to see him again next
weekend.
Right?
Yeah, we got to mention that too. Crap, man, there's too much stuff to fit in here.
I'm not going to be able to.
We'll get to that in a minute too. So, but no, when I was talking to a lot of these people, I'm like, well, what are you getting out of the show? What are you learning? Are you getting something from the show? Would you cut the giggling crap
Evidently
out?
Something's going on in the chat room. While we are live on the air, Sunday nights from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Bonnie is in chat, and I hear that one of the goals of the people in the chat room is to make her laugh on the air, and right now they are really almost succeeding.
Uh-oh. But no, I asked a lot of people about that, though. Like, what are you getting out of the show? I know it's been getting a little weird here lately. We've been kind of trying some new things and stuff like that. But, I like, the ghost story. Okay, yeah, but do you understand what we're trying to do? I mean, do you really understand what we're trying to do here? Do you hear what we're saying when we come out here just about every week? And some people got it, some people didn't. It isn't a big deal if they didn't. But I'm like, you got to understand that this is an independent show. And it's going to stay an independent show, and we do it exactly how we want to do it. Mm-hmm. And if that is, in my opinion, nowadays with doing Ghostly Talk is just as important, if not more important, than talking about the paranormal stuff. That's why we take an hour now on this show and do whatever the hell we want with it. Right?
And I like it.
Sometimes it's paranormal, sometimes it's not paranormal.
Oh, I've heard both ways. There's a lot of people. It's about 50-50, I think.
Yeah.
50% of the people say, oh, my God, that first half hour to an hour is just... It's not productive. It doesn't do anything for me, blah, blah, blah.
First of all, again, and it goes back to what we said before. We don't need to be productive here. We can do whatever we want.
And then I hear I'll run into the very next person. I'll be like, oh, my gosh, the best part of the show is the first half hour to an hour.
Yeah, we hear it from both sides of the fence. Yeah.
And it's just insane, and I don't know how you guys deal.
Yeah.
And are you in counseling? And you know, it's about 50-50. It really is.
Well, no, and that's just what I really tried to tell people all weekend was like, you understand what we're trying to do here. Yeah, we still like to talk about the paranormal. We're going to be talking about the rest of the night here in a few minutes. But it's about really kind of putting our hand in the face of like, okay, look, we're going to keep doing what we've been doing since day one. It isn't going to, it's going to grow. I think we've grown a little bit over the years.
Lot. Our sound is unmatched.
Technically speaking, maybe personally speaking, whatever it is. But I mean, it's still going to stay the way it is, and this is just what we like to do. And I really want people, whether if you're listening to the show right now or if you were somebody I had the pleasure of talking to last weekend in Chicago, I really want people to get that. They really need to understand what's going on here, that it isn't about, it isn't really about anything. It's about getting here and doing this thing and having a good time with it and doing it exactly the way we want to.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. That's super, super important. And that
goes hand in hand with the music that we play on Ghostly Talk, which is all independent music. These are people who are going into their basements or into found space, and recording what they love to do. Mm-hmm. And putting it out there for people to. In that case, I guess it's probably like $10 a CD at their concerts at the bar down the street. Our stuff all is free on the internet. Yeah. But it's the same thing. They created something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to do here.
Our musical breaks are there to take our creation and help merge it with their creation in order to make an overall even, knowledge transfer.
Yeah, exactly. And, it's all about just getting together and doing something for the sake of doing it. Just do it. You don't need to get signed with CBS. You don't need to get your own show or whatever it is. You don't need to be, in 50,000 different markets. You don't need to be. You can just be yourself and be what you are and do it. And that's like the most important point I make whenever anybody comes up to me, like I said, in Chicago and say, "Hey, I like the show." Do you get it? Do you know what we're doing here? Do you know what we're doing here? And if they didn't, I tried to help them. And I hope I did. But thank you. All the wonderful people that did come up and say hello or shake my hand or had a lot of great conversations with people, too. It really was a good time, and all the people out there were really cool. I have to mention very briefly the day after.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Got to make this real brief.
You had talked about going to that hamburger place.
Kuma's Corner, Chicago, Illinois.
And we were picking out burgers.
We're there at 11
a.m. I want the Slayer.
Greg Newkirk from Who Ford met us there at 11 a.m. He was actually the first person there. We come ripping up. They opened at 12. We got there at 11 a.m. because our friend Chris, my other friend Chris, who lives down there, said, if you get there when they open, he's like, I've never been there one time where I haven't waited over an hour to get in there.
Wow.
We didn't have that kind of time. So I'm like, let's get there early. So we all piled up there, got there early, front of the line. And the door opens up, and all you heard was similar to what we were listening to a few minutes ago. Just blasting out of the place. And real briefly, the menu it's a hamburger joint. Mm-hmm. All the burgers. I think we talked about it a little bit before.
Yeah, we did.
They're all named after metal bands. So I myself had a Motorhead.
Of course.
Amber had a Mastodon.
I don't think there was. I think if we had taken bets,
it was wonderful.
Bet on.
A big patty of burger with goat cheese, black olives, and a big old purple onion. It was beautiful. It didn't need any sauce. It was perfect the way it was. Amber had a Mastodon, which is another really cool burger. Greg Newkirk had a Black Sabbath.
Ooh.
Really good one. My buddy Chris had a Clutch, but it was a vegetarian burger because he's a vegetarian. I forgot what Pete's sister Val met us there, too, and I forgot what she had. But it was really cool. Then we ended up hitting the Metal Haven, which is the all-metal record store I've talked about before here in Chicago. And then drove back and got home here by 1 a.m. It was just a brutal day.
Brutal. Double brutal.
Next weekend, we only got a few minutes here. Next weekend, I am going to be making a personal appearance.
Of course.
I'm
at the
also
Michigan Paranormal.
Going to be making a
You're going to be there too. You're going to be there too.
In Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys.
She's going to Indiana with me.
I'm making a personal appearance at Chateau Thomas in Indianapolis, Indiana.
We're going to be at a wine tasting at Chateau Thomas.
A wine guzzling room.
Yeah, I'll try that one.
Forget that tasting stuff.
Where I'm going to be bringing.
I know what I want, and I want it now.
I want a case.
Well, I'm going to be productive next weekend.
So am I.
No, you guys are going to be productive, too. I'm going to be at the Michigan Paranormal Conference. And now we, as in plural, Doug and I, were supposed to speak
I'm
there.
sorry.
No, I'm actually
It just happens to be the
Here's a warning.
Weekend.
I'm actually going to write some notes down for it, I think.
Oh, my gosh.
Tape it.
If I can find 5 minutes this week.
Tape it.
I'm going to, write,
I'll write notes down for you.
I'm going to write
talk about.
Do it.
Oh, my God, that would be hilarious. If
Do it!
Okay, this is a challenge. This is a challenge. You know how... I forgot my line, so I'm just going to say...
Take my hand! Take my hand! Do it! Do it now!
I think we should have a segment on Ghostly Talk.
Ooh.
Where somebody writes down, 3 sentences, okay, on an index card.
Don't do it from the chat room, because that'd be ugly.
And then and then hands it to another person, and they have to talk for 5 minutes on about those 3 sentences.
I veto that idea. I like it, but I'm going to tweak it and give it back to you when it's a better idea. Okay?
Oh, she crushed my hopes and dreams.
Well, anyways,
not like you haven't done it before.
I am going to be at the Michigan Paranormal. Amber's going to be there, too.
Yeah.
She has a table for her book.
Awesome.
Yay, Amber.
Ghosts and Legends of
Buy her
Michigan's
book.
West Coast. Buy it.
Yay.
From her. Pick that up for sure. She's going to have a table there. I'm going to be there speaking. It's at the Bailey Recreation Center in Westland, Michigan. For more information, you can go to ghostwatchers.org and hit the link in the front page there. It'll take you to all the information, all the speakers, everybody who's going to be there. Really quick, Keith H is going to be there.
Awesome.
I'm going to be there. Bishop James,
Michigan.
Mr. Bill Konkoleski, our dear friend, Mr. Chris Bailey.
Did we alert the authorities?
Yeah, Mr. Chris Bailey's going to be there, our dear friend from
Keith.
Brimstone Inc. So it's going to be a really, really fun event. It's going to be really cool. Nice local thing for a change. It's 45 minutes away only. So we can get back in the same night and sleep in our own warm bed.
Yet we'll
really
be
nice.
5 hours away.
We're going to be 5 hours away if we take Bob's Road.
Yes.
Bob's
And I'm
Road.
Driving.
There's a road called Bob's Road.
Well, Doug and I called
Just
it
take Bob's Road all the way to Indiana.
Pretty much.
Don't turn, don't do anything. Just keep going down Bob's Road.
That's it.
Bob's Road.
It cuts like an hour off the drive time. I
It
swear to
is
God.
the most insane
Some
way.
vortex you drive through and...
There is a vortex.
It really is.
Yeah. One time we got lost on Bob's
Did your
Road.
butt hurt when you come out of there?
We took... No, but we took...
Doug's butt never hurt.
We took Bob's cousin's road, and it was really pretty.
So you took a beating for that one.
So it wasn't even in Ohio.
Ooh. Doug, you're not going to get any...
I know. I'm trying to ignore it.
It isn't going to work. You just took a major lash.
I know. I'll get her.
It's good.
I'll get her.
You get her, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do it in a creepy hillbilly. Do that in a creepy hillbilly voice.
I can't. I can do. I don't get you, my pretty. I'd rather do
totally not intimidating.
I'd rather do the ho 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 to take us out. Oh, that's it. Whore, not ho. Oh, sorry. I was doing the Santa song. All right,
we need to go to break, dude. We gotta get.
Let's do the.
Shut up. We gotta get
Let's
serious.
do the Amy song into break, okay?
All right.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Whore, 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 whore,